Hey, Shad here with Speed Addicts, the fast growing gear site on the web. In today's video, we're gonna uncrate the Icon Ultraflite in carbon. What's up, Speed Addicts fan? Before we jump into the new carbon version of the Ultraflite, do us a favor, subscribe to the Speed Addicts channel. We're getting all of our gear reviews, you're getting our Versus series and some new shootouts. If you subscribe, then you won't miss out. If you want to purchase one of these beautiful Icon carbon Ultraflites from us, do so with the link in the description below. It'll take you right over to the Icon Ultraflite in carbon that we're talking about in today's video. Of course, all Icon helmets are going to ship fast free with the industry's best return policy over at speedaddicts.com, the place to get your next helmet for certain. And if you're in SoCal, you want to shop Icon in person, there's no better place to do it than the Speed Addicts Superstore. Come on down, see the world's greatest helmet wall, complete selection of Icon gear, including the new Ultraflites. From head to toe, we got your Icon needs covered. Okay, so we're doing another video on the Icon Ultraflite. If you watched our first video on the Icon Ultraflite, then this is going to be a lot of information that we're repeating, but we wanted to introduce the carbon because it was so good looking, okay? The pictures don't really do the new carbon version of the Ultraflite justice, so we're going to get you some yummy 4K on the new Icon Ultraflite. This is the same helmet as the standard Ultraflite, which is an all-new helmet for Icon, recently dropped. So everything is the same except for the shell construction is going to be this beautiful carbon weave. If you look closely, they almost look like B-52, like stealth bombers on here. The weave is very interesting. It is a gloss finish, is very good looking in person, and it's gonna look great on video. I know you're gonna like this. So the price tag on the carbon version is gonna run you $525, which is about $150 to $175 more than the standard Ultraflite in solid or graphics. These are running about $350 for solids and $375 for the graphic finish. We got the doodle over here. Okay, so about $150 upgrade to get the carbon fiber. $525 is not bad considering how much you're getting here for a gloss carbon helmet. It is DOT and ECE 2205, and it looks really, really good. Now let's talk about weight real quick. So you're gonna save weight compared to the standard Ultraflite. Standard Ultraflite comes in just under 4 pounds, barely, depending on what size you weigh. This will be 4 ounces, 3 or 4 ounces lighter, depending on what size you're weighing. So you're talking about somewhere in the neighborhood of 312-ish for like a size small or a medium. Bigger sizes will weigh a little bit more. So the Ultraflite in general is not an exceptionally light helmet, but the carbon is definitely helping here, saving you some weight. And not only does it look good, but it actually is that weight savings that you're paying for. The Icon Ultraflite is, of course, DOT and ECE 2206. ECE is the new European standard that you're gonna see stamped on a lot of helmets here in the United States. It is a more stringent standard than the normal DOT test, so helmets are showing it off. If they passed it, manufacturers are putting that stamp on there. One other label you're gonna see is that MIPS label, okay, that yellow label. MIPS is better known in the off-road or bicycle helmet space, but you're gonna see more MIPS coming to street helmets. And what MIPS stands for is Multi-Directional Impact Protection System. That's gonna help with rotational energy, which is a known cause of concussions. And basically it's a liner inside the helmet that allows your head to slide in an impact scenario instead of being stuck. Okay, and that's gonna manage those rotational energies. Just some added safety that Icon is baking into the new Ultraflite helmet. And also on the standard Ultraflite, you see that MIPS label. That is not a change here. So if you want to go with the standard kind of graphic or solids, you're still going to get the MIPS baked in. Another big upgrade on the Ultraflite, in case you didn't watch our original video, is the fit. So the Airflight helmet was known to fit tight. The opening was small, and they've dealt with that here. So this helmet is now running true to size. You don't have to size up 1 or 2 times to fit in an Icon helmet anymore. Ultraflite dialed in the fit. I'd say that's the biggest upgrade if you ask me, because the old fit was just really tough here. So intermediate oval shape, no surprises with the fit or size run. Extra small through 3X. And remember, when you buy your Icon helmet over at Speed Addicts, we got you covered with the industry's best return policy. So if you do have any issues with the fit, you can get it back easily, talk to our team, and get the right size out to you. So very aggressive, oversized ventilation here on the Icon Ultraflite, and then so we got these 2 standard switches on and off. They have a big geometric shape to them, so it's easy to grab and pull back. On the rear diffuser, we also have the exhaust vent that is closable. This is unusual. Most vents in the back are passive, which means they're always open. They're always moving air through the helmet. If you ever ride when it's cold, it's nice to be able to shut this thing down all the way. So if you pull it, it is open. If you push it back up, it closes this rear exhaust. And if you shut down the front vents too, then it's going to be warmer if it's cold out. You also have flow intakes right here that are controlled by that same system. So same system that's in the standard Ultraflite here in the carbon version, and they've got it all painted black to go with your carbon fiber Ultraflite. So that is the ventilation system. Up in the front, we have a chin vent underneath the signature Icon Flight face shield. This is different from the Air Flight, so don't expect your face shields to cross over. Okay, so they have a big kind of motocross style vent underneath that face shield. It is controlled inside here with a switch. I'll show that to you when we flip the helmet over. The face shield itself doesn't really have a lot of detent to it. You are either open or you are closed. So if you're the type that wants to ride around with it kind of partially open, that's not in the cards here with the Ultraflite, but you can bring it all the way up and then use the interior drop-down sun visor, which has great coverage here. So you notice that it comes down almost to the breath guard level. And so if you want more airflow, just pop the face shield all the way and ride with your drop-down. That's going to be actuated over here on your left-hand side, all the way up, all the way down. Great coverage, great sun protection. The face shield system on this is cool and signature. The other nice thing to notice about the face shield is that they're going to include that smoke in the box. With the carbon fiber version, you're also going to get a clear that is pin lock ready. The smoke is not pin lock ready, the clear is. So if you want to run a pin lock insert for fog, the clear is ready. You just have to purchase the pin lock insert separately, but it's nice that you're getting not one, but you're getting two face shields with all the Ultraflite helmets. Different color, different graphics, different colors kind of come with different stuff in the box. Just pay attention to the listing at Speed Addicts. Whatever the helmet's typically photographed with from Icon, that means that's the one you're going to get, and then also clear. Another note on face shields is that Icon now has DOT approved iridium and tinted face shields. They're not as dark when you're looking out of them, but they are approved for nighttime riding, which is pretty cool. So I like the light iridium finishes that allow you to see at night. A lot of people ask that question like, hey, I want an iridium lens. I think it looks great. What happens when the sun goes down? And the answer is usually you're kind of SOL. It's hard to see through them because they're all tinted, but the DOT shields from Icon for the new Ultraflite will allow you to ride at night, which is awesome. Okay, the rest of the outside of the helmet, you're going to notice there are these ports on the back of the Ultraflite. That is meant to use their domain helmet communicator, or sorry, not their domain. It's called the Helm Link. The domain was the first helmet that took the Helm Link from Icon. Anyway, it's the same unit. It's the Helm Link. It's made by Senna. It's a real clean install here that installs in both of these ports that are put there for a fully integrated solution. Now, you're saying, hey, I already got a Cardo or a different Senna Universal kit. Can I use that on the Ultraflite? The answer is absolutely. So they left you enough room to run whatever comm system you want. There are speaker pockets on the inside of the Ultraflite, so you are in good shape. Couple other cool features on the Ultraflite. When we flip it underneath, I like their two-tone interior. You got that light tan color and then lots of blacks. Emergency quick release cheek pads, of course, which is standard fare on most high-end helmets. And then they gave you these little elastic pockets to put your earplugs in, kind of a cool, thoughtful feature. Underneath there, you have that chin bar vent that has 3 settings. And then we're going to remove the cheek pads so you can see inside of the Ultraflite helmet. There's that two-tone quick drying material from Icon. Double D-ring closure and emergency quick release cheek pads. Here they come. Let's undo the D-ring. Anodized red D-rings on the Ultraflite. And when we pull out this comfort liner, you should be able to also see the MIPS liner behind it. It's going to be a bright yellow color. Here's your Icon Ultraflite comfort liner. There is that bright yellow MIPS liner, and basically, like I said, it's to create a low friction zone in the top of the helmet so that your head doesn't just stick to the comfort liner and EPS. It's going to allow it to slide, deal with some of those rotational energies. Again, MIPS, multi-directional impact protection system. Down low, we do have a speaker pocket here. You can use the Icon Helm Link or the comm system of your choosing. 1-year warranty from the folks over at Icon. Is the Ultraflite now available in gloss carbon Really interesting looking weave. We wanted to bring this to you in 4K because the pictures just don't do it any justice. Check out Icon helmets over at speedaddicts.com. Again, link in the description below. Or if you're in SoCal, come on down to the city of Orange and see Icon helmets in person at the first Speed Addicts Superstore. That's it for today. We'll see you next time to find out what's in the crate.